most of the churches try to keep arm's length from any of the bosses, or the merchant or the princes, because they don't trust the prince's motives, which is fair enough. There's a lot of distrust towards merchant princes. It's very much the rich rule society.
Couldn't have guessed that.
Have they ever been seen to be involved in the same kinds of meetings, perhaps? Or in some sort of society or something similar that would, I don't know, suggest that they might have known each other at least a little bit?
I mean, there are formal events here and there, balls and such, where influential people in the city are invited to them. It wouldn't shock me if they had met at one of those, or, they've talked, but I don't think they were closely involved with each other.
Very well. You mentioned that you don't think it's a bomb. When I was passing by, I didn't happen to see any shrapnel. So I think that you might be right that it wasn't some kind of arcane construction.
Maybe.
But do you happen to know if there are any arcane practitioners that might be able to concentrate energy in that way to create something like that?
I don't know anyone of the sort that knows how to do that kind of stuff.
Is there like a mage guild here, or is there like a group that like a not a bandit group, but like a mercenary group or something like that that practice magic and cheap for hire and have no morals per se?
I mean, you'd have to talk to the Temple of Avion about spell casters and such. They typically, they run the library around here. A lot of the wizards and stuff would go through there.
There's a library?
We're in a big city, okay?
Why the fuck do you think Lucia got all the fucking books about planar travel?
I know, but now we have a name! What was the name of the library?
I was just in front of it's the Temple of Avion.
Temple of Avion.
Fucking shit, I don't want to go with those nerds.
What do you mean?
Cringe.
Your head sparked. What are you thinking, Charles?
I remember, Lucky, you mentioned a while ago, or who was it? Flo's sister that mentioned that to push things through one of these planar portals, there needs to be like an exchange of some sort. So something goes in, something else comes out. Maybe someone was trying to transport something really big in through the portal, and the exchange that came out was just a massive burst of energy. Maybe someone found a way to weaponize it. Maybe someone in these locations tried to push something through, and then a massive burst of energy came out the other way. Just ideas.
No. Okay, ricocheting off that idea. Not that we... Did Flo tell us about the Shama tattoo on the back of that guy that I chopped up?
No.
Question, would I have seen the tattoo as I was chopping him up?
I guess so.
Would you have taken notice of it?
Yeah, that's the question.
I mean,
Do you want me to roll a retroactive, check to see if I would have paid that much attention? Like an intelligence check or something like that?
Yeah.
Perfect. Cool. -1. A dirty one. A 2 -1. Perfect. Okay, cool.
Blood, man. Fucking hell, you just love you. What?
Yeah, I was... Ooh. Pelvis. Nice. Okay, perfect. Okay, because out of game. It with you knowing that the pirate and the shaman tattoo are one and the same. Maybe it's the pirates that are actually causing all these portals because maybe they're the pirate or the privateer thing is a front and they're actually cultists of Tashama. Smuggling their trades in to help other cultists spread throughout the city, giving them arcane supplies or materials to help perform arcane rituals, such as conjuring massive portals that could cause bombings. Spitballing.
I think this was reasonable if it wasn't for Lucky's deadpan expression.
But I don't, that's just kind of spitballing, because Zeph doesn't know shit.
Good thinking.
I'm regretting some of my improv decisions when I was making the law for the planar tears. Just like,
Mr. Earnsworth, sir, could you tell us anything about Ellen Brightsmith? How do you...
Kind of strikes it up. Miss Right. I mean, she did. From what I've heard, she pledged more guards towards the festival. Has offered money in rebuilding the destroyed Temple of Aluva. Just recently, when she heard about it, apparently.
Would you say she has a reputation for being benevolent?
I wouldn't say benevolent, but I would say more benevolent than the other merchant princes. She cares a bit more about image, per se. So, like, she's the most popular, but not good, but better than the others.
A lesser evil.
I'm trying to remember. Ethel really wanted to go to the metalworking district, but I don't remember why. I know it was something to do with this.
Portal.
No,
But no, it was something.
No, there was something that...
It's
Can
because...
a Forge Master, isn't it? Do you happen to... we had the misfortune of being kidnapped on our way here by some bandits that we think have access to arcane materials that are unexpected. I mean, we fought a spectator and some Nothics on our way here. And
I don't know what those are.
Big monsters from space.
well, they are a kind of aberrant creature that we think might
Monster
have...
from space.
Yeah.
Monsters from space.
And we found these letters that suggest a connection between someone called Forge Master and was it Talisman? Fucking shit. I don't know.
There was, I think, the three code names, and there was
The
Forge
lady-
Master,
Forge,
Talisman,
and the lady.
and the lady. Between Talisman and Forge Master, do you happen to know anybody that might go by a similar name?
I mean, there are many Forge Masters, but that's just a title for someone who runs a forge.
Who would you say is the Forge Master then? The best of the best.
I mean, I'm a bit biased considering I am one.
Fair.
I was going to say, he would probably say himself, but is there somebody that comes to mind when you think of
An
people?
equal second, perhaps.
Well, maybe an
Close second. Is what I meant to say because I'm stupid.
Maybe a second, but also somebody that you think might have some involvement in experimental weaponry or some kind of metalworking that perhaps is flying too close to the sun. Perhaps in the knowledge that they have gained, and you believe they might be doing something untoward, perhaps?
I'm just imagining the scene from IT Crowd where they're doing like street. Oh, what's the game? What's the game that they play? They're doing street countdown. And they're doing like countdown outside by like a fire barrel, but that for blacksmithing. Like, no, not the forbidden arts. And he's like,
Yeah,
hammering
you guys are all
backwards.
wrong shit. What's wrong shit?
Why is it a curse? Please.
He's like, I can't think of anyone right now.
No!
That would be,
You,
yeah,
man.
that would go by such a thing. Like, everyone tries to be cutting edge, per se.
Jesus Christ.
Like, I'm probably one of the major magical weapons exporters, but I'd sell mine to anyone that could pay, really.
This man is literally like,
Have you...
I made the bomb. Hello, I made the bomb.
Can you tell that I made the bomb?
But if you listen to law, you know it's a bomb.
It's a
It's
plain
not
art
bomb.
chair.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It has been not done on bomb.
Have you sold any odd weapons recently? or a kind of, not even a weapon, but any kind of odd trinkets that need to be enchanted in a specific way, or had any odd customers come past?
I had.
I'm trying so hard, guys.
Yeah.
Ask him if he's seen the Tashama symbol. Maybe like the.
That's my next.
I had some elves the other day.
Here we
Some
go.
fucking elves, let's go.
Fucking elves.
They
Those
were
fucking elves.
looking for things to help them teleport.
Bitch!
Okay, now we're on a roll.
Yes, we have something.
Okay.
I'm going to reach into my pocket and pull out the necklace that I took from the guy. Does this happen to the one with the amethyst? Does this happen to spark any?
Oh, like the little amethyst rock one. I think
That
I
he
saw
was
there.
wearing.
Do
yeah.
any kind of recognition from you? Do you happen to know anything about?
Why don't you guys want to pick the d20 for me when I roll it?
Yeah, show me.
Yeah, do it.
Ooh, the one on your far right. God damn it! That's not my fault. Hey, change your rolling technique.
Connor.
Sorry,
why
let
you
me
fucking-
change it. That's a nat 20.
Take that roll.
Yeah,
No.
please.
God
Please.
damn it.
I'm begging you. Lord.
At this point, I'm gonna kill
He
him
looks
just to
at
take
the
his
necklace
memories.
for a second, and just goes. Yeah, they had similarly crafted. I don't think they had that exact necklace, but
Something similar.
yeah, similar kind of craft.
Do you happen to know anything about Tasmia Villa? Shit, I can't read.
About like Tasmania Villa in general.
Yeah. I believe. I mean, where I'm from, it is kind of common that.
Yeah, she makes that fancy jewelry.
Do you happen to know if she's looking to branch out at all?
I don't think she needs to. She's
She's
the
relatively
most
famous,
yeah,
right?
like one of the best jewelers in the world. People pay, upwards. I think I've heard some of her pieces going for like 35,000 gold.
Oh my gosh.
What the
Right?
Holy shit. I'm gonna pull out my notebook and show him the symbol that I drew first of that was on their flag, and also on the back of the
Like the spiral?
necklace. Yes, the spiral. Do you happen to know if they had this kind of insignia on them at all?
Yeah, it was on the shoulder.
See, I had a run-in with them the other day, and they were kind of asking for some trouble, I think. So, do you happen to know what items exactly that you sold them, or what they were looking for to teleport?
It was just kind of like short range teleporting. It wasn't any major enchantment. Plenty of people get it. It's just their demeanor
They were
was strange.
rings, were they?
Yeah, they're like not even like long term use. They're like single term things. It was just like cost a spell certain amount of time. Like the stuff's pretty cheap to make, so I was just like sure.
And about how much would it cost to get the teleport?
Like one of the bracelets I sold them.
Bracelet, not a ring. Fuck, I'm stupid.
Yeah, it's like it's not a lot. It's like depends how many uses you want for one that does like 3 or so. Probably only like 450 gold.
Only.
I mean,
That's kind of reasonable, to be honest.
Yeah.
We're just broke.
Yeah.
Out of
Zeph just like, fuck.
out of character,
Mm.
can I ask Flo to ask a question about law for me?
Yeah.
Are they rechargeable?
No, they're one
They're
time
single use, I think he said.
But like,
But I can ask.
yeah, like they might be like single use for like the moment, but like, can you bring them back in and be like, he'll be like, boop boop boop. Let me just.
Oh, pay
Yeah,
money
I
to
can
recharge them, sort of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. Do you happen? So you say they are single-use teleport bracelets or rings. Do you happen to know what happens after you use that single use? Does it shatter? Is it
just a pretty
rechargeable?
bracelet.
It just is a regular bracelet.
I mean, in theory, you could re-enchant it, but it costs money to re-enchant it. Sometimes, well, you have to reforge some of the arcane runes and stuff on them. Depends on, the situation in which they were used, how frequently. So there might be some damage, but it's, theoretically possible to reuse them.
Do you happen to do all of the enchantments yourself here? Or do you outsource?
I mean, I do most of them here. I'm capable of doing.
Yes, it is a very impressive shop. I kind of assumed that you would. I just figured I would ask if
I mean,
all
some
of your enchantments are done.
a lot of the more powerful things I may have to get specified wizard, but teleportation magic like that I can carve and enchant myself.
Perfect. I'm just gonna check that. I'm not sure that I don't think I've missed anything.
Did he say when he last saw them?
No, I have not asked.
When did you last see the spirally shoulder fellas? When they last did?
Elves, they were maybe 2 days ago.
How many of them were there?
Roll for elves.
Roll for elves.
I'm not rolling for elves.
Roll for
I'm
elves.
rolling.
See,
Aw.
I hate this dude.
This guy's...
We're all good.
Oh,
Oh.
I love
Like-
this dude.
There were 3 of them. One kind of short crop hair. Black hair, short crop, like a bob cut. Then there was one relatively big beard, kind of blonde hair. And there was one.
This man is a barber in his spare time.
Look, I'm just describing what I can think of. One that looks similar to you.
Oh, fuck!
Seemed very.
to-
Wait, what do you mean, similar?
to Lynn?
Yeah, close to.
Like identical? Similar?
Not identical. Different hair.
So,
Different hair.
how
How
different?
different?
Just
We can just go on.
no white mark.
What?
Oh, fuck!
Lynn. Hey, Lynn. Lynn, why are you crying?
No.
Okay,
I'm
not
keeping
crying.
my cool.
Are you
Can
there?
I roll an inside check on Lynn to see if
Me
that
too.
stressed Lynn out more
Sure.
than usual?
12.
Let's see. Oh, Jesus.
Dissect me.
It's a
bitch.
mega one. It's my deception.
Ah! I incite the insider!
Dirty 20.
Yep. I assume, judging by the reaction, yeah.
Got a 4 on my deception.
I'm just gonna say you look fucking like you've got like white. It's like what the fuck?
You've gone white.
Like paler than normal. Like Lynn's pale normally, and
Kill
it's
him,
like
paperweight.
Is Mel with us? Or no? No.
Did
Okay,
you
never mind.
did you sell a ring to each of them that had 3 uses?
I mean, it's kind of like a bulk order thing. Well, she did get one of my swords. I can't remember the enchantments now, but
The one that looks like my friend here had you
yeah,
make a sword?
very nice sword as well. I remember it. It was rapier.
Did it have any specific enchantment on it?
I can't remember now. One of
That's right, I assume you make a lot of...
just like kind of
Swords.
nods, and then looks at like the rows of weapons and is like.
Just because I am curious, I have a kind of fascination with finely crafted things. I believe in quality. How much would it cost to have you make a weapon such as a rapier or I'm assuming there is a difference between a rapier and a greatsword, but does it, how
Well,
is the rapier that she purchased from you, is it on the higher end?
her one was definitely on the higher end. It was a nice sword. But depending on the enchantment, the cost varies. More powerful it is, the more expensive. But the base costs are pretty similar across the board. For like, you know, if you're getting a rapier, the base cost to make your rapier is the same no matter what, unless you're getting it silvered.
Hey, can you make this? I'll pull out the sickle. Can you make this like on fire? That a thing you can do? Because that looked rad. I saw someone do it before.
He like, may I?
Yeah.
He like touches it and like looks at it and just be like, I could. I mean, it'll be expensive. Elemental damage is pretty pricey.
Well, what's cheaper? Doesn't have to be fire. Ooh, could it be lightning? Ooh, acid.
Just to
Ooh,
across the
acid.
board, it would be expensive to put on.
How much?
$2.
750 to 1,000.
Okay, how about another idea? And I'll pull out my dagger of returning. So, like, do you have like a target or something I can throw this at?
He just points at like a wooden pillar. It's like,
Can you make that do this? Because that would be kind of rad.
Wait, the rapier?
No, my sickle.
how much
Oh,
did you pay
okay.
for the dagger again?
$100?
I don't think it was 100. It would have been more than
200?
Who is this?
No. I traded the fabricate
Yeah.
scroll for it. So I
Yeah.
think it was valued at 300. I think. Minimum.
I wrote down how much it would cost into my document.
Because if I can make my sickle go boom that would be kind of a mad image.
I was gonna say I've always wanted my greatsword to just go.
Oh yeah, the fabricate was 250. So
And then I gave a spellbook as well, right?
yeah, you gave so that would be 450
Okay. Yes.
to put it on your sickle.
Yeah. Come on. Like, can you imagine that? It's like a...
500 gold.
Why do you have so much money?
I don't. That's the problem. I've only got 86.
A later game thing.
And I've got... Hang on. Wait. How many rings do I have that I haven't given out to anybody yet? I've got 9 gold rings worth 20 gold. Wait, how much is that? What's 9 times... That's 18. That's 180 gold. 180. That's 266 gold. What if I just... How about 250? Because... and... sponsorship. I will travel all across the lands, highly recommending your brand. I'm telling you, the influx and of your marketing will go...
Why?
Exposure.
Yeah, paying
What's your
artists for
passive
exposure.
insight?
12.
Lynn, he looks angry when exposure's brought up as a form of payment.
So bad.
He looks you dead in the eye and just goes 650 gold.
Oh, bitch.
We won't take up too much more of your time. My friend here was only joking.
I hope so.
Oh, no, I wasn't. What about if I pay you in
I'm gonna
installments?
slap my hand
No.
over Zeph's mouth. Look, only just a couple more questions. Did they happen to say how long they would be staying here?
They were pretty quiet. There's all things. They said what they wanted and left. Best kind
About
of
how
customer.
long would it take for you to make a rapier such as the one that you sold to?
To make one of those rapiers, she paid 10,000 or so for it.
Holy shit.
That must be like a +3 freaking fire rapier.
It was, yeah, to make one of those ones, it would be at least a month for all the enchanting that goes into it.
So she paid in advance? Or she has been here for a month?
No, it was pre-made already. It was one of my
Right.
finer pieces. He like points things in. There's like, you know, there's different kind of things of like, you
Yeah.
know, there's like this kind of almost like a longbow that seems to like kind of be made of like a silvery material, and it kind of seems to like crackle with like energy along the actual like bow string. And like, you know, these ones, they're all in like secure cases. They're all worth minimum, like points at one of them, like 7,500 for that knife. That bow there, 15,000. That great sword, 25,000.
Who has the kind of money for all this?
Merchant princes.
But what are they gonna do with it? They just buy it and then they probably just like put it on a mantle somewhere and look at it. What's the point of having a weapon if you're not gonna use it to spill blood or defend yourself?
Because they look nice.
That's
And
He just nods and he's like,
right. Can I have my sickle back, please? If you don't, I don't.
Luke passes it back to you.
I don't. I'll be back with somehow six. What would you say? 650.
Yep.
Did
500 plus 150 for offering exposure.
Valid.
I guess that makes sense. I got a dirty one on my intelligence check. I'm like, oh, is that how that works? No worries. All right. Hey, everyone! No, I don't do that.
Did any of them happen to leave a name with you at all?
No.
Did they happen to say they were working with a company at all? Because I happened to stumble across their ship, and I mean, I'm sure you could guess, I happen to be a seafarer myself. And obviously I inquired about, they had a lovely ship, so I inquired about it, and apparently they are selling jewelry. Did they mention anything of the sort?
They were pretty quiet. They bought and left.
Very well. Well, thank you very much for your time. We won't take up too much of your time. I'm going to pass him over 5 gold. I know it is probably not as much as you get for all of your finely crafted weapons here, but I do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to answer some questions that we had. I'll just pass it over to him.
How much money do you have? You give out tips like nobody's business.
He just,
Nice person.
But like,
He just
you're
kinda nods.
surely out of gold by now, right?
yeah. He just kind of nods and then walks back into the forge and goes back to work.
Connor just had a very intrusive thought that Zeph should steal the blood diamonds and just give them as payment. but Zeph would not do that because Zeph values Charms' opinion and nice trying to be
Lockie,
nice.
how hard would it be to get an audience with Ellen Bridesmith? Would I know?
Depends who it would be who was asking.
Just me.
Well,
Just me, impossible. If
Well-
we are asking on behalf of...
well, it depends on how you introduce flow.
Oh no, don't make me do it, you bitch.
Well, that's the thing. You
If I
come for an
introduce-
ability. You know
If
how
I
audiences work.
introduce myself as myself, would that be
Like,
enough?
if you were to say, like, where you're from and all that, and, like, who you are, and as long as they didn't, like, know the story, there's a high likelihood it will be easier for you to get an audience with them. Like, because, like, you know, like, how nobility works, like that. Like, you know, audiences with the,
Yeah.
twin monarchs, stuff like that, you know, based on your rank and society, it's easier or harder. Like, you might have, like, in a more accountable society, like kings and queens have the day where they, you know, hear the grievances of the common people and stuff like that. But you don't think that happens here.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to... Well, if everyone is done here,
650 sounds like a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
these
right?
are very nice weapons. And I'm just going to push Zeph out of the building while he's talking about...
But I want a
expensive.
sickle of returning!
I know, but it is so rude to talk about this kind of stuff when we are in the vicinity of the
I
actual
offered
shop.
him exposure. Doesn't he?
That is, you should never do that.
Why?
would you do that? Because you're
promoting
not,
his good, awesome wares.
But you can pay the full price and then also promote the wares. You are
Extra-
just cheating people out of money that they rightfully deserve.
So they rightly deserve the weapon that's like 7,000 gold.
I mean,
Who would pay
he
that
said
kind of-
it costs him a month of time to make it.
Yeah, but what does he do? He's probably just like, yeah. Zeph has no idea how any of this shit
I'm
works.
gonna kill Zeph if he ever wants
I-
to build a retail building.
Yeah, Zeph is a retail worker's worst nightmare. He's just like, oh, why is it not just done? Like, surely it's magic, right? It
I
should just be
also,
done.
think perhaps we should talk about what just happened there with you, Lynn. Somebody that looked exactly like you. I mean, that seemed a little bit.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is someone like trying to is
Well,
someone
that's what I thought at first, but
trying to
they
disguise
said that,
themselves as you and like throw you under the bus?
I mean,
No. What? Oh, actually, wait, hang on.
I'm
Wait,
gonna
yeah.
steer us out of the doorway to find
Yeah.
somewhere that's a little bit more private to talk about it.
Yeah.
Can I
Yeah.
have a look as we exit to see if there's anybody watching us?
Elves.
Should
With
have brought a
spirals.
perception check.
Bells.
Nah.
Specifically for elves.
I want to look for elves with spiral symbol.
Do I see an elf anywhere?
Natural 20.
Ooh.
No.
22. Fuck.
I only
found
got
two
an 8,
I love you.
so I don't see shit. I'm
Don't
too
worry,
busy-
he's there
too
from
busy
about
being
20.
rude.
It still didn't see shit.
Okay.
I am certain there are no elves with spirals.
Actually, you do notice something at 20 because you know, as a thief and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
You notice there's arcane ruins along the weapon racks.
Wait, sorry. I know that
Arcane runes on the weapon rack.
Yep.
on the weapon racks.
Oh, so if you were to take it, then you'd get shanked.
It looks like it's got security on the weapon, so it can't be stolen.
Clever.
I figured that would be called. That's something that Zeph would pick up on.
Ah, it's tricky magic. Fucking, that makes sense. I'm just mumbling that to my head in Zamathax. This is like, I'm slime, motherfuckers. So yeah, what's the deal? I'm assuming we're away in private now.
I have a sister, and she might be an identical twin of mine, minus
The
the
hair?
white in my hair.
What does identical mean?
The same. So this.
You're cloned? Wait.
No,
Oh,
Looks exactly the same, except for the white streak in.
that's
her hair.
crazy. How do they look exactly the same though?
we were born on the same day.
Oh,
Together.
oh, like a twin thing.
Yes, I told you that.
I only heard the fancy word. Okay,
Yeah, the word twin.
identical. Cat. I just.
It's-
Okay, I get you. Right. So your sister's a pirate.
I don't know.
That would be cool.
What if these two are
But
sisters?
it also.
But hang on. To be fair, your sister's kind of. If your sister's a pirate, she chose the wrong pirate crew to work for because they're dicks.
I can't tell you much about her being a pirate.
Well, when was the last time you
Well,
saw your
maybe
sister?
she wasn't a pirate. Maybe she's just. Do you think? I mean, is she after you?
I don't know.
Well, it seemed a little bit creepy that the.
How
guy
are
was
you a
looking
holy
directly at
person
you.
and they're a pirate?
I-
How does that
Different
Whoa,
life
whoa,
goals.
whoa, whoa! Hang on, I'm so sorry to interrupt.
I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm curious. Like,
How
did
are
you
you
come from?
a holy person and
They're a
the
pirate.
other one is a pirate? They can be. They don't have to be mutually exclusive.
You could be a pirate and still have faith in a deity.
Flo, can I be a pirate?
What?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Anyway,
What?
Zeph's
man.
just on a rambling idiocy right now.
Look, do you think? I mean, is the relationship not good between you two?
It wasn't the worst.
Enough for her to have somebody that would be chasing you to try and.
I
don't
haven't
know.
spoken to her
Keep
in over
tabs?
100 years.
Okay, so we really don't know.
I don't.
Oh yeah,
No.
because you haven't. But you said that before. You haven't been home in that long, right?
Yes.
Oh, damn.
So I don't.
Wait, but like those guys were like. I mean, to be fair, I did break into their place, so you know, fair enough. They tried to kill me or whatever. But like, you know, they're also like, spying on you. Oh yeah, I'm confused. Maybe we should just go sit. What about a little family reunion? That could be nice,
I
right?
don't know. I don't know if Lynn wants that.
Why? I mean, they're just. I mean, like.
Well, look at the facts. We just chopped up somebody that works with
No,
her
no witnesses.
sister.
There were no witnesses, though.
I'm whispering that, by the way. I'm not shouting it out.
There were
Just
no,
feel like I have to specify with you,
Yeah.
Lucky, even though it should be.
Hey,
You do need to specify that.
hey, there were no witnesses, though. Like, not like any of, like, the other pirates saw that, so...
Yeah, but don't you think they're going to ask questions about, oh, you know, I sent somebody to look after...
Well, you just say
my
that we didn't see him.
sister."
It's called lying, Flo.
You don't think I have lied before?
No, I'm just saying that we gotta lie in that instance because, you know, they're not gonna want to hear, like, oh, yeah, this guy did the whole... to the corpse. I whisper. like they said, I feel like I have to specify. So
I
yeah,
don't know,
feel
I
it.
mean...
Yeah, I mean, that shouldn't be too hard to find, right? If they look exactly like you.
Have you found her?
Nope.
I didn't see the ship, so
Oh, it's a
I'm wondering...
You fucking idiot.
I think I'm gonna relay everything that I know about Tasmia Villia,
Which is...
the jeweler that's based out of Avora.
Mm-hmm.
I am assuming that if perhaps this jeweler is working out of Avora, maybe... I mean, I don't want to assume that there's anything untoward happening with your sister, but it certainly seems like things are lining up that way.
Has my family mentioned, like, would they have, like, mentioned her before I left? Like, would they have,
Your
like,
family
told
would have owned stuff from her
earned stuff
collection.
from her? But
Like, famous jeweler.
I didn't hear them speaking about anything related to her at all. Nothing weird. Also, just
I
a
mean-
jeweler in my books.
Well, maybe this jewelry business is being used as a front for whatever your sister and her compatriots are planning on doing.
Well, hang on. I feel like... Do we think that the jewelry and, like, your sister is all correlating... I don't know that word. To the whole planar rift thing and the potential thing
I
of
don't
the
want
festival?
to assume, but I think it might be.
But how? Isn't it like
the
a...
last time I saw my sister, she was studying
Well,
and training with my mother to be a
Politician?
politician in Vavora. I don't
Oh,
know
that's... Okay, so she got bored of the politics life because she saw how corrupt and, you know, stupid politics are and decided to become a pirate. That's rad.
I wouldn't see her as someone that would see it as corrupt, honestly.
Pirates are way cooler than politicians.
Okay.
Flies squints at that. You don't know. You have no, idea what that means.
Yeah, I have no idea what that means. It's just I can assume things out of character. But yeah, but like I feel like.
I mean, we don't technically know that it's a symbol of piracy, and I certainly have not recognized it before.
But like, wouldn't it be like? This is me spitballing. Not that I have much balls to spit, but like.
Oh, excuse you, what?
I don't know. Wouldn't it like the whole rift stuff being like? Wouldn't that like be caused by the cultists or whatever? So like,
Well,
like
this is-
unless we think that like the pirates and the cultists are like one and the
they're
same,
not
or like friends.
pirates.
Yes, they.
Oh,
we know
diamond jewelry traders then. Whatever.
No.
Wait, now I'm
The-
confused.
Okay, a pirate and somebody that is a merchant just transporting goods, they are completely different things.
What makes them a
Lots
pirate?
of people occupy the seas, right? There is not just pirates and more pirates. I mean, there are naval officers, they are kind of...
Zeph gets sad when you tell him this. It's just like, oh.
I mean, to be fair, I am a pirate, and there are certain places that are specifically for pirates, but it is not...
Yeah, but
The symbol did not register to me as any piratical sort of flag that I have seen before. The symbol, I believe, is for Tasmia Villia, who is just a jeweler. So I'm wondering if perhaps, and this might be, I mean, I don't want to offend you at all, Lynn, or anything with an assumption, but it seems odd that these kind of planar tears are happening at the same time that these people have arrived in the port. So perhaps they are just using the symbol of Tasmia to sail under it to get from point A to B and have a legitimate front for some sort of cult or arcane forbidden knowledge. Something to think about.
Zeph's brain is scrambling.
Lynn's brain's also gone. Not
What?
because of the information, just because like my
Yeah.
sister, cult,
No,
religion, what?
Zeph's trying to understand how merchants and cultists could be one and the same thing. unless it's a oh, that's the cover story. Right. Okay, but we don't have any proof.
Yeah.
But I guess this is the best lead we've actually got.
Do we have any proof on that? Or
Seems
is it
like
just an
kind of-
assumption because of the timing?
It is kind of coincidental, and
Well, they're already gone. Apparently, they're not in the port. So
what if we
then-
go talk to
Well, we
the
don't
port?
know. I might just not have seen them. Shams, you were going to say something?
Sorry, that was out of character.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say this is a pretty classic lucky thing to do.
What if we go? What if we go back to that portmaster dickhead that nearly threw me under the bus? Maybe he has like a log or something that like checks in and out the ships. So that way we
Could
know.
be.
So we know if the ship left, we'll know that it left, and if it hasn't left, then we know it's still here somewhere. We can find it. Help to narrow it
I
down to the
mean-
bare minimum.
What time of day is it?
Chase, you guys wake up late because you slept in. So it'd be like 10, 1, 2 o'clock.
I mean, I don't want to kind of push us in a certain direction, but I'm wondering if maybe we should just speak to Ellen Bridesmith. I think
Good
that I think that I have a way that we could get in. But I don't think all of us should go because, I mean, I don't trust all of us to be around a merchant prince and not get our heads chopped off. So I think only 1 or 2 of us should go.
Do you have a Wait. So if your sister was a politician, does that
I
mean?
never said she was. I said she was in like training.
But does
of
that?
sorts. I don't
But are your
even-
parents politicians then? What if you say you are bloody blah and your parents are such and
Look,
such?
I'm not
and that
suggesting we
will-
use Lynn's credentials, I'm suggesting we use mine. And I will not
Okay.
be elaborating at this point in time.
Insight
but I
check.
think
That's
that's
What
why
are you gonna insight?
I don't
You're
know.
talking the truth.
I don't know. I somehow just want to know the information. Damn it!
If I insight, maybe I can read your thoughts. If I insight hard
Sadly,
enough.
that's not how.
Read her thoughts.
I'm not. That is so intrusive.
I
As I having already done that to Zeph, being fully intrusive.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
it's because
I'm trying to get back into those good books. No.
I understand.
If I didn't hear any of that.
I'm standing right next to you.
If I didn't hear any of that.
I didn't hear any of that.
But Lynn hears it with a 21 passive
Yeah,
perception.
Okay.
What's your passive perception?
Only 12.
I mean, you can make a perception check if you want to hear it, but I'm not really saying anything with no.
All right. Well, hang on. There was that lead with those 2 people running into that abandoned building, sort of like, where was it again? Like a left, and a right, and a left, or some crap like that. You said.
Left, right, then a left, and then a right.
Okay. What if you take who you want to go talk to the merchant prince to get whatever leverage you can, and we can investigate that? Because what if that's where the non-pirates are hiding out?
Thank you for distinguishing. As a pirate, it feels better to not be associated with that.
I am learning.
I am just concerned that if you go and investigate something where we know people have been using as a hideout, that perhaps there might be some sort of I don't know, some sort of danger in going there. You might be jumped or anything like that. Which we don't want, obviously.
I just ran away from like 60
And
guards.
we don't have Ethel and...
I just ran away from like 60 guards. I think I can handle myself.
Well, we don't have Ethel and Ecochet, so I think that should be an excursion that we all do, and perhaps not in broad daylight.
Oh, wait.
I am merely suggesting that I go in to speak to Ellen Brightsmith, and then the rest of you kind of hang around. I don't think it'll be a long chat or anything.
I'll give you like 10 minutes, otherwise I'm just gonna go in and find out because
Why?
I'm itching to figure this mystery out because
But that is what I am also doing.
yeah, but
We're all trying.
I kinda
to
just
figure
wanna
it
go
out.
fuck some shit up, you know what I mean?
Please don't.
It causes me physical pain.
Causes me physical pain, not fucking shit up.
I mean, isn't it enough for one day to have, you know, offed somebody, then chopped off their fucking
To be
head?
fair, I didn't do that. I just cleaned up the mess. Although it was exhilarating, like running away from it all. That was kind of fun.
I mean, you've already dismembered the body. Let's not. I'm whispering. Let's not fuck.
Sorry,
anything
you're
else up.
whispering.
Okay.
I mean, I'm making an assumption here, but as Flo, would I know if I took everybody in from the party to speak to Ellen Brightsmith?
Zeph's not gonna go in.
That would go very badly, I'm assuming.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Well, like, just on, like, how you know the party as well. Like, you
Yeah.
think that maybe Ven and Lynn could, you know, behave properly
Shams
in
could
front...
behave properly.
I'm a proper boy.
Shams wouldn't, but, like, you know, you figured, like, mainly with, like, Lynn and stuff, and what you know about, like, Lynn, roughly, you know, with, you know, the priest and stuff like that. There's some teaching about how you're meant to, like, behave around nobility.
No, I'm gonna go in there and start screaming.
Like, you know, with, like, Zeph or someone, you know how Zeph is with people, you know
I
how
do.
Ecrochet behaves around
I
others.
do.
I'd
So,
probably-
like, just for your general knowledge, you think that there's a chance that they might cause offense, or they'll, you know, they'll help. You don't know. They're wild cards.
Okay, Flo's just assuming that the only acceptable option at the moment, because Jen is shady, is Lynn. Okay,
I
cool.
win. I win.
Besties.
I know what I would do if Zeph went.
Besties.
I know what I would do if Zeph went in there. So be thankful you're not taking him.
Lynn's just standing there for emotional support. That's her job.
Zeph is not
And
emotional.
insight checks.
Zeph is not emotional. Zeph is emotional, but he is not supportive.
L.
I hate you so much.
I
Not this already.
fucking
Oh,
love being hated. I
no.
get offered as
It
a
comes
DM.
only from a place of love. It's like a.
I'm a
It's
sick person.
You sick fuck.
you sick fucker.
Yes, you wait. I'll have you weeping by the end of it.
I haven't cried in years, bitch.
Good, I stood up then.
Yes.
While they go off to actually go talk to the merchant prince, can Zeph do some not leave the general stay within the general area, but sort of try to pick up eavesdropping, gossip about any other strange activities involving mysterious figures on the night of the attacks, planar portal instances, mysterious creatures, those two that maybe were running away into this abandoned building, or just notice any thieves' cant of any mysterious symbols or code names of just anything suspicious.
Yeah.
That's what I would like to do while they do
Okay.
that. That's all.
So you guys can go to the Merchant Prince and do that?
I mean, what do we think? Do we think that is a good idea to go and speak to?
If you think that
Bridesmaid?
you're able to have an audience with them, then
I'm just gonna listen out and wait.
Right. Well,
You do not
I
want
mean,
me
if
in
you
there.
think it, no, I mean, I don't mean to be.
No, trust
rude,
me.
but
I don't want to be in there. I'll die of boredom.
Okay, well,
I don't want
nice to know we have been entertaining so far.
No, you guys, fun, interesting, awesome. A little bit chaotic at times, which is honestly a nice spice of life. But political heads. No,
Well, I mean,
And then Zeph's just thinking, I didn't nearly take the head off the financier. Lol. No.
Well, I hate to break the news to you, but I had a history with nobility and being involved with politics,
My
so I don't
family's
think.
also involved in politics.
I mean,
right?
we
Why
technically
you
are
go-
political.
You guys must be the outliers, because you guys are cool.
Right. Well, before
I will
we
ask
go,
more about this later. Or when you feel like telling me. I am learning. every time Zeph just goes up to Lynn and says like, see, I'm learning.
Before we go, Zeph, do you mind if I speak to you for a moment?
Yeah. Alright. Like,
Um,
in front of everyone or private?
Just in private, if that is okay with you. I have something that I want to say.
Okay.
And before we go, I'd like to take Zeph over to out of earshot. I'm assuming I won't be out of Lynn's earshot, but like where I reasonably
Yeah.
think might be
I
out of
win.
Lynn's earshot.
I give Lynn the L. Stop listening. That's for listening.
I'm gonna like actively stare at you now. Just like
Zeph,
Yeah.
and I'm going to pull out of my pocket another carved shark tooth.
awesome.
This one is in the shape of that. Is it jump up rose that you gave us?
Yeah,
Or
juniper.
Joey rose?
Yeah,
or-
the Just Joey Rose, yeah.
in the shape of that, and I'm going to pass
Wait,
it.
when did you fucking do that?
Carlton? I'm gonna pass it over to you.
Go on.
This is just a small gift to say that, well, I feel like I invaded your privacy. The other day when we were at the docks, I think I asked you too many questions, and I have a problem with an insatiable curiosity, so I don't sometimes know when to stop asking questions, but I feel like I found out a little bit more about you than you wanted me to, and I wanted to apologize for that, and I know it's not much and I can take away what I've learned, but I hope that this would do something about it.
Do something about it.
Okay.
Just
You need help.
No.
Get help.
No, you see a tear genuinely come down of Zeph's eye. That was an 8 on my deception check to not cry.
Is that do you have allergies? Are you upset? I'm sorry.
What the fuck?
I wanted you to know that I am.
No,
I'm sorry, and I appreciate what you have shared with us and our friendship, and I just wanted you
Another
to,
tear comes out the other eye.
I just wanted you to know that I know it is hard to sometimes share your backstory, but I hope that you can forgive me for invading your privacy, even if it was unintentional, when I, asked too many questions sometimes.
I will never press you for anything ever again.
Have you pressed me for things before?
I don't know if I have, and if I have, I apologize. That is a yucky word. I am.
Okay.
I am. Zabathax, what am I feeling right now? Is this what sadness feels like, or like emotion, or like happiness? I don't understand. I'm feeling emotional right now. This is not me.
He thinks for a second and is like,
It's friendship.
unsure.
Okay, cool. Me too. I thank you. This is honest. I don't ever think I've ever been given something before, so thank you. This
Well,
is really sweet.
You're welcome. I was happy to make it. I hope that it. I know it won't take back what I did, but I hope it makes.
I
up
get
for
it.
it a little bit.
I get it though. I am not, the most. I'm fucking weird, alright? I get that. I stir people the wrong way. I don't,
I wouldn't say that you're weird. I'd say that you're interesting.
Growing up on a small farm with no education and no friends, you don't really know how to build up social cues or social norms, and then getting locked up in an and in a sanatorium for a few years, the only social cues you learn is how to defend yourself from, literal psychopaths. So I'm not good with talking to people. I'm kind of learning as I go.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, sometimes I think I am a little bit too good at talking to people. And when I was younger, I had a lot of lessons and things like that. I guess you could say, molded specifically to be someone who could navigate conversation as well as I could navigate the sea.
That was smart. You're very good. You're very good with your words. You're very good. I'm good at lying. You're very good with just talking.
Yeah, see, this is what I mean. I was trained basically to be a shadow of my mother, and sometimes I think it is not always the best thing to. I mean, I inherited my curiosity from my father, but being able to probe into anybody's past and get information that perhaps they didn't mean to share with me is maybe sometimes not a good thing either. So I wanted to apologize, and I wanted you to know that I do value our friendship. I hope you don't mind me saying that. I know I am not always easy to be friends with.
Okay, I hold back a tear on that one. No, no, it's been a long time since. I think I can mainly recall I've only ever had 1 or 2 friends in my life, so I'm very happy to have a third.
Of course, and I will hold out my arm and we'll do the bro shake.
Yeah, the bro shake.
Well, I am off to go and confront my past.
I am off to deal with my past and listen out. Hey, before you go, what you said about being a shadow of your parents.
Yes.
Your parents don't define you and what you do. It's your own life. Because if I didn't believe in that, then I would be like my dad. And trust me, I don't want to be like that guy.
Oh, well, I certainly don't want to be like my mother.
Well, I don't think your mother's a badass pirate, so.
No, she is not a pirate.
So you're winning already.
Well, only if you think pirates are good.
Yes.
I suppose.
What do you mean? Pirates are awesome and cool.
I'm glad you think so. Where I am from, it is kind of an abhorred thing to be a pirate.
They're just jealous.
Maybe.
I'm gonna take the shark tooth. I'm gonna undo some belt strap, some belt straps on my, I guess, pauldron, and I'm just gonna tighten the shark tooth on the pauldron so it's proudly on display and make sure it's firmly fastened so it won't fall out.
Okay. It looks good.
Alright, I'm gonna go do my thing, you go do your thing.
I'm going to tip my hat.
We'll take a break then.
Yay!
All of that blue. All of that blue, by the way.
Jesus
All
Christ.
of that blue.
Oh, about the conversation.
Alright.
You have to remember.
See you all next session.
Yay!